Hello, my friend. I am so glad you are here with me today. You know, something changes as we grow older. The rush and noise of life begin to quiet down, and suddenly, we start to notice the little things more. The warmth of morning sunlight through the curtains, the creak of familiar floors beneath our feet, and maybe most of all, the scent in the air when we step through the door. Because scent is powerful. It is more than just a smell. It is memory. It is emotion. It is the invisible thread that connects us to where we have been and who we have loved. A single whiff can carry us across decades, to our grandmother's kitchen, to a summer evening on the porch, or to a quiet Sunday with someone we miss dearly. Over the years, I have come to believe that a home should not just look good or feel safe, it should carry a sense of belonging. And one of the most beautiful ways to create that feeling is through scent. Not artificial sprays or overpowering perfumes, but natural, warm, familiar fragrances that fill a space with love, comfort, and meaning. So today, I want to share with you 10 timeless scents that do just that. Scents that not only make your house smell beautiful, but make your heart feel at home. These are fragrances that awaken something within us. Some will remind you of joy. Some may bring tears. But all of them hold the power to comfort, to soothe, and to connect us to the life we have lived and the moments we still have ahead. And as we go through each one, I hope you will take a moment to pause, to breathe, and to remember. Because sometimes the smallest things, a simple scent, a quiet memory, can lead us back to the deepest parts of ourselves. Let us begin. Number 1. Baked goods. There is nothing quite like the smell of something baking in the oven. It does not matter if it is a fresh loaf of bread, a batch of warm cookies, or a simple apple pie. The scent drifts through the house like a hug you can breathe in. This is more than just a pleasant smell. It is the scent of love made visible. It brings back memories of family gathered around the kitchen table, of holidays filled with laughter, of patient hands kneading dough while the radio plays softly in the background. Even if you live alone now, that aroma can make a house feel full again. And here is the good news. You do not need to be a baker to enjoy it. Warming store-bought cookie dough in the oven works just as well. If baking feels like too much today, you can use a candle or essential oil that smells like cinnamon rolls, vanilla sugar, or warm bread. The goal is not perfection. It is presence. That comforting feeling of being home, being safe, being remembered. Baked goods carry with them something timeless. They do not just nourish the body, they nourish the spirit. And every time you invite that scent into your home, you are telling yourself and everyone who enters, this is a place of warmth, of welcome, and of love. So I invite you to ask yourself today, when was the last time your home smelled like something warm from the oven? And what memory would you like that scent to bring back? Number 2. Lavender. Lavender has a quiet way of entering a room. It does not demand your attention. It gently asks you to slow down, to take a deep breath, to rest. For many of us, rest does not come easy. Even in retirement, the mind can stay busy, worrying about health, about family, about the future. But lavender offers a small pause in the middle of all that noise. It is nature's way of saying, you have done enough for today. Let go now. The scent of lavender is soft and floral, but it carries strength. It has been used for centuries to soothe stress, to ease sleep, and to calm the spirit. And thankfully, it is easy to bring into your daily life. A small sachet of dried lavender under your pillow can help you drift off to sleep. A few drops of lavender oil in a diffuser can turn your living room into a quiet retreat. Even just opening a window near a bundle of dried lavender allows the breeze to carry its calming scent through your home. You can also add a drop of lavender oil to a warm bath, or mix it into your homemade cleaning spray. Suddenly, the ordinary becomes sacred. your space becomes not just clean, but peaceful. The beauty of lavender is not in how strong it is, but in how gently it reminds us of what we truly need: stillness, softness, peace. Every time you catch its scent, let it remind you that no matter your age, no matter your day, you deserve rest. So I gently ask, how might your day change if you allowed yourself even 10 minutes of quiet, with the scent of lavender to guide you there? Number 3, coffee. There is something deeply comforting about the smell of coffee brewing in the morning. Even if you no longer drink it, the aroma alone can stir something inside you, something hopeful. Coffee is the scent of beginnings, of early mornings when the house is still quiet, of gentle conversation over the breakfast table, of waiting for the first sip while the sun slowly rises. It brings with it a rhythm, a sense of daily ritual, and a feeling that the day is full of possibilities. What is remarkable is that you do not need a fresh pot of coffee to enjoy that feeling. A small bowl of coffee beans placed in the kitchen can release their scent throughout the day. Coffee-scented candles offer a warm, cozy atmosphere, especially in the early hours or just before dusk. There are even essential oils with the rich, roasted fragrance of fresh grounds. Pair them with vanilla or cinnamon for a blend that feels like a Sunday morning. For many of us, the smell of coffee reminds us of someone: a partner who always made the morning pot, a parent who read the paper at the kitchen table, or a time in our lives when things were simpler. That scent is more than nostalgic. It is grounding. It gently wakes not just the body, but the soul. So as you move through your day, I wonder, what morning memory does the smell of coffee bring back for you? And could that memory bring you a bit of warmth today? Number 4, rosemary. Rosemary has a clean, crisp scent that feels like opening a window after a long winter. It sharpens the senses, clears the air, and brings a gentle sense of renewal. There is something about rosemary that feels both refreshing and grounding. It does not overwhelm the room. It uplifts it. It has long been known to help with focus and memory. But even more than that, rosemary brings clarity. A few sprigs in a vase can brighten a kitchen. Simmered in water with a slice of lemon, it releases a natural herbal aroma that makes a home feel fresh and alive. You can tie small bundles of fresh rosemary and hang them near your doorway or windows. Or use rosemary essential oil in a diffuser for a steady background of calm energy. It is a beautiful addition to homemade cleaning sprays or even your bath water when you want to feel renewed. Throughout history, rosemary has symbolized remembrance and loyalty. It is often used in ceremonies and moments when we honor those we love. That meaning makes it especially touching in a home, where memory and care live in every corner. So the next time you breathe in its fresh, herbal fragrance, let it remind you not just of cleanliness or clarity, but of the people, places, and promises that still live in your heart. I ask gently, is there a memory worth honoring today? Let rosemary help you carry it forward, with clarity and with peace. Number 5, vanilla. Vanilla is soft, familiar, and somehow always comforting. It is not a loud or dramatic scent. It does not arrive with a flourish. Instead, it wraps around you like a warm sweater or a quiet hug. It reminds us of home, of afternoons spent baking with loved ones, of stories told while stirring batter or waiting for the timer to ring. It is a scent woven into some of life's gentlest moments. There is a sweetness to vanilla, but not in the way sugar is sweet. It is steady, calm, and deeply kind. It makes a space feel safe. You can simmer a bit of vanilla extract in water on the stove to let the warmth travel through your rooms. Or light a candle in the evening to fill the air with its soft glow. Vanilla pairs beautifully with other scents. Blend it with cinnamon in the colder months, or a touch of citrus in springtime. The combination feels like memory and hope meeting in the same room. What makes vanilla truly special is what it invites: conversation, comfort, connection. It does not try to impress, it simply welcomes. So let me ask you, when was the last time your home smelled like warmth? Like someone had taken the time to care? Maybe today is a good day to bring that feeling back, with something as simple as the gentle scent of vanilla. Number 6. Cedarwood. Cedarwood carries a scent that is steady, rich, and grounding. It is the smell of old wooden cabins, of trunks packed with memories, of deep forests where time seems to slow down. There is something deeply reassuring about it, like the steady presence of someone you trust. It does not try to steal attention. It simply stays, solid, gentle, constant. In a world that often feels noisy and uncertain, cedarwood brings a sense of rootedness. For many older adults, there comes a time when the world feels like it is moving on without us. New technologies, new voices, faster rhythms. But cedarwood reminds us that there is wisdom in stillness, strength in quiet, and that being grounded in who you are is a gift, not a burden. Bringing cedarwood into your home is simple and meaningful. You can place cedar blocks in your closet or dresser drawers. Not only do they release their earthy, woodsy scent over time, but they also help protect your clothes naturally. A few drops of cedarwood essential oil in a diffuser will slowly fill the room with its warm fragrance, perfect for an evening of reading, reflection, or simply resting. You can also create your own blend. Cedarwood pairs beautifully with lavender for calm, with rosemary for clarity, or with cinnamon for a richer, spiced warmth. You might even make a small potpourri with cedar shavings, dried orange peel, and cloves. Every time you pass by, the scent becomes a gentle reminder of strength and simplicity. There is also something symbolic about cedarwood. It reminds us of tall, enduring trees that have withstood storms and seasons, standing firm in their quiet way. Perhaps we are not so different. We too have weathered much. And maybe now, what we need most is not more activity, but deeper grounding. A sense that we are still held, still home. So I offer this question to you. What helps you feel rooted these days? And could something as small as the scent of cedarwood remind you of how far you have come and how much strength still lives within you? Number 7. Citrus. Citrus is the scent of light, of energy, of hope. It is the fragrance that makes you want to open the windows wide and let the morning in. There is a brightness to it, a quiet cheerfulness that reminds us life still holds simple pleasures. Orange, lemon, grapefruit, each brings its own kind of joy, like bottled sunshine for your soul. Some days feel heavy. The body aches, the news is too loud, and the hours pass slowly. But the smell of citrus has a way of shifting that heaviness. It does not erase it, but it lifts it, just enough to make the next breath feel easier. It wakes up a room without being sharp. It nudges the spirit, reminding you that you are still here and the day is still yours. You do not need expensive tools or complicated recipes. The peel of an orange left to dry in a dish on the kitchen counter will release its fragrance over time. You can simmer slices of lemon or orange in a pot of water on the stove, add a few sprigs of rosemary or a cinnamon stick if you like. Soon, your home will smell not just clean, but alive. Awake. Essential oils are another gentle option. Just a few drops of citrus oil in a diffuser can brighten a space, especially in the morning. Try placing the diffuser where you sit with your coffee or tea. The scent will greet you like an old friend and stay with you as the day unfolds. Citrus also blends well with other fragrances. Pair it with lavender for a calming balance, or with vanilla for a scent that is sweet, bright, and nostalgic. It is a reminder that even in small things, beauty can be layered and lasting. There is also something emotionally healing about citrus. It brings you into the present moment. It gently pulls your attention away from what is missing and points it toward what is still here, breath, sunlight, warmth, possibility. So I invite you to ask yourself, what kind of morning would you like to wake up to? Could the simple scent of citrus help make that morning a little brighter? A little lighter? Maybe all it takes is one slice of orange and one quiet moment to begin again. Number 7. Citrus. Citrus is the scent of light, of energy, of hope. It is the fragrance that makes you want to open the windows wide and let the morning in. There is a brightness to it, a quiet cheerfulness that reminds us life still holds simple pleasures. Orange, lemon, grapefruit, each brings its own kind of joy, like bottled sunshine for your soul. Some days feel heavy. The body aches, the news is too loud, and the hours pass slowly. But the smell of citrus has a way of shifting that heaviness. It does not erase it, but it lifts it, just enough to make the next breath feel easier. It wakes up a room without being sharp. It nudges the spirit, reminding you that you are still here and the day is still yours. You do not need expensive tools or complicated recipes. The peel of an orange left to dry in a dish on the kitchen counter will release its fragrance over time. You can simmer slices of lemon or orange in a pot of water on the stove. Add a few sprigs of rosemary or a cinnamon stick if you like. Soon, your home will smell not just clean, but alive. Awake. Essential oils are another gentle option. Just a few drops of citrus oil in a diffuser can brighten a space, especially in the morning. Try placing the diffuser where you sit with your coffee or tea. The scent will greet you like an old friend and stay with you as the day unfolds. Citrus also blends well with other fragrances. Pair it with lavender for a calming balance, or with vanilla for a scent that is sweet, bright, and nostalgic. It is a reminder that even in small things, beauty can be layered and lasting. There is also something emotionally healing about citrus. It brings you into the present moment. It gently pulls your attention away from what is missing and points it toward what is still here: breath, sunlight, warmth, possibility. So I invite you to ask yourself, what kind of morning would you like to wake up to? Could the simple scent of citrus help make that morning a little brighter? A little lighter? Maybe all it takes is one slice of orange and one quiet moment to begin again. Number 9. Fresh linen. Fresh linen has a scent that is simple but powerful. It is the smell of clean sheets, of sunshine on cotton, of small acts of care that speak louder than words. It is not a fragrance that tries to impress. It simply tells you, someone took the time, someone cared. There is something deeply emotional about fresh linen, especially as we grow older. Maybe it reminds you of the days when the laundry flapped gently on the clothesline, or of lying down at night, slipping between crisp, cool sheets, knowing you were home, knowing you were safe. Fresh linen is not about luxury. It is about dignity, comfort, love shown through effort. Someone folded those towels. Someone smoothed out that bed. Or maybe it was you, caring for someone else. And now, maybe, it is time to offer that care back to yourself. Bringing this scent into your home is easier than you might think. You can make your own linen spray by mixing clean water with a few drops of essential oils. Lavender, lemon, or eucalyptus all work beautifully. Lightly mist your pillows, sheets, and curtains. The result is soft, clean, and gently uplifting. You can also find candles and diffusers with a fresh linen fragrance. They are especially lovely in bedrooms or quiet sitting areas, places meant for rest and reflection. If you can, drying your sheets outside in the sun adds something even more special: the natural scent of wind and light woven into every thread. What makes the scent of fresh linen so meaningful is that it is tied to care. Not grand gestures, but daily rituals. Folding laundry, changing the sheets, tidying a space, not because it must be perfect, but because it is loved. it reminds us that we are worthy of that same gentleness, that our homes still deserve our attention, not because they are large or new, but because they are ours, and that we deserve to rest in spaces that feel fresh, clean, and peaceful. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you gave yourself the comfort of a freshly made bed? The softness of a clean towel? Maybe today is the perfect day to offer yourself that small act of love with the quiet, honest scent of fresh linen. Number 10. Sandalwood. Sandalwood is a scent of wisdom, of grounding, of quiet strength passed down from one generation to the next. It is warm, deep, and earthy, with a richness that lingers gently, like the sound of a familiar voice that stays with you long after the conversation has ended. Unlike lighter floral or citrus scents, sandalwood does not try to lift you up. Instead, it invites you to settle in, to slow your breath, to return to yourself. There is a meditative quality to its aroma, which is why it has been used in sacred rituals and healing spaces for centuries. It speaks not to the surface, but to the soul. For those of us in our later years, this scent holds particular meaning. We have lived long enough to know that not every moment needs to be bright or busy. Some of the most meaningful moments are the still ones, the quiet mornings, the thoughtful evenings, the pauses between memories. Sandalwood fits perfectly into those moments. Bringing sandalwood into your home can be both simple and powerful. You might use sandalwood incense, letting the smoke curl softly through the air as you sit with a book or reflect in silence. Sandalwood essential oil can be diffused during your evening wind-down routine or blended with a carrier oil and applied gently to your wrists and temples before bed. Its scent also pairs beautifully with other grounding notes, like cedarwood, patchouli, or a hint of vanilla, for a rich, layered aroma that feels comforting without being overwhelming. The beauty of sandalwood is that it creates space for thought, for healing, for peace. It helps you stay connected to yourself, especially during times of uncertainty or transition. For many, it feels like the scent of home, not the house they grew up in, but the home they have made within themselves over time. So today, I gently ask, what helps you feel anchored? What brings you back to who you are when the world feels too loud or too fast? Perhaps sandalwood is not just a scent, but a reminder that your life holds depth, your presence has meaning, and your story still matters. As we come to the end of our journey through these 10 timeless scents, I hope something in this time together has touched a memory, softened a moment, or simply reminded you that home is still a place of comfort, even in its quietest form. What we breathe in each day matters, not just for our health, but for our spirit. A familiar fragrance can bring warmth to a lonely afternoon, or peace to a restless night. It can carry us back to the ones we've loved, or forward into moments of calm, strength, and joy. You do not need much, just one small act, a pot of cinnamon simmering on the stove, a lavender sachet beneath your pillow, a vanilla candle flickering in the evening light. These little things are not just decorations. They are invitations to feel, to remember, to rest, and to live with intention. The truth is, we deserve beauty. Even now, especially now. And sometimes, a scent is all it takes to remind us that this life, as it is, still holds goodness. So I leave you with this gentle thought. Which scent spoke to your heart today? And how might it bring you a little more peace or joy in the days ahead? If something in this video resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. Please take a moment to leave a comment. I read every single one, and your stories truly matter. And if you would like more reflections like this, gentle, thoughtful, and made just for you, please consider subscribing to this channel. Thoughtful Elders Insight is a space for voices like yours and hearts like ours. Thank you for being here. You are not alone on this journey.